All right, today we are going to tame the digital chaos. I mean, if your desktop is just a sea of browser tabs and your phone is buzzing with more notifications than you can possibly handle, then you are in exactly the right place. We're going to build a smarter, leaner workflow that actually gives you time back instead of just giving you more stuff to manage. Does your day ever feel like you're just wrestling with your computer? You're fighting this ocean of open tabs, you've forgotten passwords, you've got a dozen different apps all yelling at you at once? If you're constantly switching between accounts and just feeling that digital drag, trust me, you are not alone.
For years, we've all been sold this idea, right? This dream of one single magical app that's going to come in and organize our entire lives. But let's be real, our work is way too complex for some one-size-fits-all thing. Trying to cram everything into one giant platform, it usually just ends up creating more of a mess.
So what's the real answer here? Well, it's not about finding that one perfect tool. It's about building a perfect system for yourself. A hand-picked team of specialized apps that all play nicely together. And that, my friends, is what we call a productivity stack.
Okay, so let's get into it. Before we even start talking about specific apps, we really need to get the philosophy behind this whole stack idea. Why does this work when so many other methods just don't? Let's break it down. So here's the most important part. A stack is not just some random pile of apps you downloaded. Nope. It's a small, carefully chosen team of specialists. Every app is the absolute best at its one specific job, and, this is key, they all work together without a hitch. Think of it less like a clunky Swiss Army knife and more like a pro chef's knife roll. Each knife is perfect for its task.
And when we put together the tools for this explainer, we didn't just chase whatever was trendy. Our rules were super practical. Does it actually solve a real problem? Can you use it on your phone, your laptop, everywhere? Can it automate the boring stuff for you? And maybe, most importantly, does it keep your data safe and respect your privacy?
All right, let's start building this thing. Every great stack needs a solid foundation, right? An anchor that kind of holds everything together and makes the whole system just click. And for the way we work today, that anchor is a totally new kind of browser.
So the star of our stack is a tool called Sendwin. Now, what is it? It's a cloud-hosted browser built to solve one of the biggest, most annoying problems we all face, managing a ton of different online accounts for clients, for different ad platforms, whatever, without them all getting tangled up with each other. And this slide, this really shows you the before and after. The old way, and we've all been there, is this chaotic mess of different browsers, incognito windows, and just logging in and out all day long. The new way, the stack way, lets you have clean, separate sessions for every single account, all running neatly side by side. No more mix-ups.
And the difference this makes is, well, it's huge. For people working in things like ad operations, SEO, or e-commerce, getting your workflow this streamlined can boost your productivity pipeline by up to 80%. That is a massive chunk of your day you get back from doing all that tedious manual stuff.
So how does it do all this? Well, it's got some pretty serious superpowers. For instance, you can share access to an account with a teammate without ever giving them the password. That is a massive security win. Or you can spin up a totally disposable sandbox browser if you need to check out something sketchy, knowing that nothing bad can ever touch your actual machine.
And maybe one of the best parts about a modern cloud-based anchor like this is how easy it is to get going. There's nothing to install. You just sign up online, you can usually try it for next to nothing, and boom! You can launch a secure session right from your dashboard instantly. Okay, so we've got our anchor, our secure, multi-login browser. That's a rock-solid foundation. Now, let's start building out the rest of the stack with all the other specialist tools that are going to handle everything else. First up, your daily drivers. For tasks, you've got Todoist, which is just brilliant for getting ideas and to-dos down before they disappear. For your main brain, your knowledge base, there's Notion. It's an amazing all-in-one workspace. Google Calendar, it's still the king, the reliable backbone for your time. For visualizing workflows, Trello's drag-and-drop boards are just perfect. And of course, for talking with the team, Slack keeps everyone on the same page.
Now, let's add the force multipliers. Zapier and Make are like the digital duct tape that connects all your apps and automates the boring stuff. Grammarly is like your personal AI writing coach, making sure everything you write is polished. To figure out where your time is actually going, Toggle Track is fantastic. Calendly just completely kills the headache of scheduling meetings, and to lock it all down, Bitwarden is an incredible password manager for all your logins. Okay, so a list of tools is cool and all, but the real magic happens when you combine them into these little mini stacks that are perfectly tailored for specific jobs. Let's look at a couple of real-world examples.
So, picture a solo marketer. Their stack needs to be lean and mean. Sendwin is the anchor for juggling all those different client ad accounts. Todoist keeps track of campaigns, Google Docs is for writing briefs, Slack is for talking to clients, and Zapier automatically saves new leads as they come in. It's simple, it's powerful, and it all works together.
Now what about an e-commerce operator? They've got totally different problems. Here, Sendwin is absolutely critical for managing multiple online stores without getting flagged or banned. Trello helps visualize the product pipeline. Calendly is for calls with suppliers. See how the anchor is chosen to solve the single biggest headache for that specific job? That's the key.
And one more, an SEO or content team. For them, Sendwin becomes an insane research tool. You can add proxies to check search engine rankings from any city in the world, all from a perfectly clean session. You pair that with Notion for your team's knowledge base and automations to send article briefs around, game changer.
So we've looked at the anchor, we've looked at the specialist tools. Now let's just zoom out for a second and bring it all home with the one core idea that makes this whole system tick.
This right here. This is the big takeaway. The whole point is not to have more tools. The point is to have a system that is so smooth, so seamless, that it basically becomes invisible. It just gets out of your way and lets you do your best work. It has to be frictionless.
So here is your plan. Do not go out and download all 15 of these tools right now. Instead, start with a powerful anchor like Sendwin to solve that multi-account mess. Then, really thoughtfully, add 5 to 8 other specialist tools that fit the work that you do every single day.
And that really brings us to the final question I want to leave you with. Just take a second and think about it. If you could just get rid of all that digital friction, the constant logging in, the messy tabs, the scattered info, what would your perfect focused workday actually look like? Building your own smart stack is how you start to make that real.